And these are all-out downpours in portions of central Indiana. We've had some reports in Rush County of damage reported and some power outages.
Jade, as you mentioned, we are, at least most of the state, under a high risk for severe weather. Not only are high risks pretty rare, we only get a handful of those across the country each year, but even more rare to happen in November.
From Monticello off to your northwest, down to Delphi. Delphi getting the brunt of this right now. Hail potential with this. We'll click on this marker. That's showing us its potential hail producer. It will also give us the speed, and the speeds have been outrageous. We'll go back here. This is our Weather Now camera looking to the west. We had some 60 to 80 mile per hour winds move through. Heavy rain clears. Then the next heavy rain event comes in, and then you begin to see, as we look toward the clear skies and the changing weather conditions. Two different tornado markers. One of these is the report out of Fountain County Mark was talking about. You can see the southwest to northeast motion. In Tippecanoe County, you should be hearing warning sirens, seek shelter immediately. Those warnings then go into Carroll, from Delphi down to Rossville to Mulberry. This is northwest of Frankfort. Seek shelter immediately in the lowest level of your home. Eventually, this is starting to move east of 231. We're going to slide south. The other marker, Todd, that you've been watching as well, you can see sitting here north and east of Crawfordsville. That's a brand new one.
Yeah, we've got rain tonight, some heavy rain possible, and tomorrow's really when we start to focus in on that severe weather threat. And as you can see, TrueView radar is showing some of that rain building in, and along I-70, kind of concerned there a little bit for that heavier rain. You notice there are some lightning strikes. Now, nothing severe with this, but as it continues over the same locations and moves right into central Indiana, I think in between these couple of lines I've drawn on here, one of the spots we'll expect to see some of that heaviest rain overnight.
There's a lot of information still coming in. This is one example. This is from Eric Dickerson and his wife Judy. They live on a farm near Sheridan. We'll get a closer look at this. They caught both the touchdown and then were able to follow this for a bit. It was just before 4 o'clock.
So we'll take you through the day on TrueCast as we go throughout the morning hours. A good amount of sunshine. And then just like yesterday, the clouds will kind of fill back in a little bit throughout the afternoon and evening hours. But we should remain precipitation free. And then as we go into the day tomorrow, you wake to plenty of sunshine. And just like yesterday and today, the clouds will increase a little bit as we head into the overnight hours. And then very early Thursday morning, there could be a few isolated snow showers, especially to the north. But all in all, not that bad.
Really started tracking that this morning with this special Good Morning Indiana. And Ashley Brown told you we'd have 5 to 10 inches of snow, and we are on track for that right now.
The second half of the system that's sitting to the west of us will bring the larger totals to us. All right, so this winter storm warning out for our area, expecting 6 to 9 inches of snow. Now, I think if we get a direct hit from this storm right along Interstate 70 as it's been traveling, I think we're going to be on the higher end of those totals. Now, if it continues to encounter these obstacles, I think we're on the lower end of these totals at about 5 or 6 inches. So this winter storm warning still out for us.
All of this white represents changing really from snow grains mixing with sleet to snow flakes, the more common, and visibility then dropping to 300 feet in portions of western Indiana. Vetersburg along I-74 already has 2 inches of snow. 34 right now in Indy, 34 in Bloomington. These temperatures will update here in mere minutes. You can see Terre Haute at 32. I want to show you what happens when we pull back to the southwest. We've got this surge of moisture now. This still has to come through, but in between, we've got drier air. This will eventually fill in, but we'll see some breaks in the snow then this evening. Let's give you a few time periods to watch. I think the period, Drew, from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. is where we'll see the heaviest snow, 4 to 5 inches possible in the metro area, and then from 2 a.m. to when you start thinking about driving to work, an additional 1 to 2. We're looking at a total of 5 to 9 inches. Could be isolated spots at sea. More than that, I'll tell you why and where that may happen coming up. That's where 4 inches is possible, and this is why. TrueCast, this is our forecast model, helps us with timing and location of precipitation. The darker the blue, the heavier the snow. And notice this kind of northeastern quadrant where we keep spinning snow back into east, central, and northeastern portions of the state. By 5 o'clock, still light snow, widespread light snow at 7 a.m., but the intensity will have let up by then. We're going to have great weather for a while. Hold the microphone up for 1 second. I've lost control. Look, I don't have any hands on the microphone, so who knows where this might go. They've been fighting over it a little bit, but we're all happy about the weather. Everybody look that way and smile so everyone can see you at home. Hey, Tanya, you know what I discovered? I've got this microphone in my right hand, and then I've got this traffic cone, which is a great microphone.
and I've been making announcements to the tram when it comes by. Carriana right here is going to make a big announcement for me about our weekend. Okay, what is it?
Warmer, warmer, warmer.
Let me show you a family that's happy that it's not pouring. And I don't want to say that. Would you rather it's pouring?
No, I do not. The humidity is just plenty for us.
This is the Bridge family. We've known each other for a good 10 to 15 seconds with a boyfriend, right?
Correct.
And what's his name?
Spencer.
Spencer. Is it you okay with that I identified you as a boyfriend? Okay. Do you eat the fruit first? Will that allow that to taste better, or which way do you go?
I think you need to always eat fresh fruit and fresh vegetables first before you eat all the candy and all the good stuff.
And so if I worked at the concession stand, what would my nickname be?
The weatherman.
The weatherman it is.
He's always got a different instrument. I'm not sure what's going on. What's going on, Kevin?
I never know what's going on. I saw an instrument sitting on the bricks, and I thought I need to try this out. Meet Austin and Daphne. They're with the Shortridge Band. Now, if I were going to march with you guys, and we were about ready to take off, what would be the first thing I have to do?
The first thing you have to do is hike up your right knee and step off with your left.
Okay, you ready to see this? So we're going to hike up with the right leg. You go up and then march your way. So how physically demanding is this?
You have to like stretch like a whole lot to be flexible enough to lift your knee with the sousaphone on. It's really heavy.
Okay, so I've taken your instrument away, but what's the halftime show sound like? Tell me.
It's like ba na 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 da da da.
They will be in the parade tomorrow, the Circle City Classic Parade. That's why I'm down here now. We've got a pep rally going on. Grambling State has already played for the crowd. Alcorn State is yet to come. This kicks off a busy weekend.
That's a live look on the near northeast side. Our Tom Trial and Ebony Monet there. You can see the accumulation in the grass. On the streets, not so much yet, but temperatures will be moving toward that critical 32-degree mark and eventually into the 20s, and that means all of what you see here will eventually start to show up on the roadway. But that's the difficult portion of this forecast. How much will initially melt, and of my total snow forecast, will we ever see that much on the ground at any one time?